y'all, so I gotta film this video. Ooh, I've been in a conference all day. Y'all don't need to see that. Okay, so, and I have another meeting to go to. Anyways, sidetracking myself. So, Matt Gaetz is no longer going to have his bid in to be the Attorney General. He withdrew because of all of the distraction. So, that's good because I felt like that wasn't a good pick anyway. But I still filmed my video like a couple of days ago, so y'all gonna get it anyway. Hopefully, it'll be up tomorrow, which will be Friday, because I have a little bit of like 1 hour of time to myself, and I'm like, maybe I can quickly edit and post the video. I don't know, but y'all gonna get it. And I don't know where I'm bending. I should just fix my tripod. I got a meeting to go to. What time is it? 5:45 p.m. I got a meeting that starts at 6:30. I gotta go. Enjoy the video. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany Janae, and in today's video, we're going to talk about Matt Gaetz and why did Donald Trump nominate him to be the Attorney General? So let's get into it. So before we get into this video, I know people are like, what's up with the hair? My hair is in pink curls, and I wasn't going to take it down for this video because, you know, I just wasn't going to do that. I'd rather look cute at my 9 to 5 than, I mean, whatever, on the internet. So, yeah, just a little disclaimer. Matt Gaetz was recently nominated by Donald Trump to serve as Attorney General, but prior to his selection or nomination, he was a Republican congressman representing Florida 1st District. Known for his strong conservative views and willingness to challenge political norms, since Matt's election in 2016, he has been an outspoken advocate for right-wing causes, often aligning closely with Donald Trump. He has drawn both support and controversy for his assertive rhetoric on issues like government spending, defense, and social policies. So Matt's high-profile stance and vocal opposition to many establishment views have made him a prominent figure in U.S. politics. So girl, Matt has been under significant legal and ethical scrutiny with multiple investigators examining allegations of misconduct. And so some of these claims include sexual impropriety, misuse of campaign funds, and improper behavior in Congress. And so the House of Ethics Committee reactivated its inquiry following a Department of Justice review drawing national attention and sparking debate about accountability and ethics in public office. However, upon his resignation, the investigation ended because they no longer had jurisdiction. But people in Washington are still scratching their heads as to why Donald Trump nominated this guy to be the Attorney General for America, the U.S. It's crazy, but we're going to get into it. And I may have a little bit of tea. This is not a tea channel, but I may have a little bit of tea because I know somebody who personally knew Matt when he was younger and his father. And it's given what you think it's given from what was told to me. So let's get back to the video before I get off topic. Girl, I swear I have ADHD, but let's get back to it. So let's go back 4 years ago in 2020, where the investigation began under the Department of Justice. And so initially linked to a larger investigation into Joel Greenberg, a former Seminole County tax collector and a close associate of Matt. So basically, Greenberg was charged with various crimes, including sex trafficking, identity theft, and embezzlement. And so his case brought federal attention to Matt, as Greenberg reportedly implicated Matt in similar activities. And so essentially what happened is that Matt was alleged to have paid for the travel expenses of a 17-year-old girl across state lines, an action that could constitute sex trafficking and sexual conduct is proven, right? And so, of course, we know that transporting a minor for the purpose of illegal activity is what, you guys, it is a federal crime, which is why the DOJ was investigating. And so, allegedly, Matt was involved in paying for sexual encounters, including cash, gifts, and travel in exchange for sexual favors. These claims are reported to be substantiated by receipts, payments made via digital payment services, and other documentation. So, the federal investigation had reportedly broadened to include obstruction of justice, relating to a phone call that Matt had with a witness. And ABC News reported at one point that the investigation had engulfed many political people in Central Florida, and that prosecutors could decide whether to bring charges against Matt as early as July of 2023. So in August, ABC News reported that Greenberg had provided investigators with years of Venmo and Cash App transactions and thousands of photos and videos, as well as access to personal social media accounts. These include September 2018 text messages between Greenberg and a woman engaging in prostitution, which indicates that a prostitute was arranged for Matt and that MDMA, which is a drug, may have been proffered. And so a spokesperson for Matt said, "Not one woman has come forward to accuse the representative at the time of wrongdoing, and that Matt had addressed it and debunked the allegations against him on a podcast that he has. But according to Greenberg, he made the arrangements for Matt." And so it was also reported that Matt was involved in recreational drug use during some of these encounters, which could complicate the case if linked to illegal activities involving minors. And so Joel, he was a close friend to Matt, and essentially, you know, when you're playing with the feds, you're likely to plead guilty, and so that's exactly what happened with Joel's case. So he pled guilty to multiple charges, including sex trafficking of a minor. He cooperated with the feds and allegedly provided information linking Matt to similar actions. So Greenberg's cooperation and his willingness to share records of transactions, emails, and text messages was a pivotal moment in building the Department of Justice case against Matt. So in January of 2022, Matt's ex-girlfriend testified before a federal grand jury as a part of the DOJ's investigation into allegations of sex trafficking and other potential crimes. Her testimony was considered significant because she reportedly had knowledge of Matt's personal relationships and travel history and was thought to have insight into his interactions with other women. So Matt's ex-girlfriend was seen as a potentially critical witness because she had been very close to Matt during this time period where the alleged misconduct took place, and so prosecutors likely believe that she could have provided very detailed information and verified the information about Matt's activities, especially the information involving him traveling with other young women. And so one of the most serious allegations in that investigation against Matt involved that there was a relationship between him and a 17-year-old, which was being alleged by the feds and by Joel Greenberg. And so the accusation is that he transported this 17-year-old across state lines, potentially constituting as sex trafficking. So the ex-girlfriend was reportedly aware of this relationship, and she may have had direct knowledge of the minor's involvement, communication, or trips that she had taken with Matt. And so her testimony could therefore have corroborated or disproven parts of the trafficking allegations. And so the investigators were interested in Matt's social gathering, which according to some reports involved other women and potentially illegal activities such as drug use or payment for sexual encounters. So the ex-girlfriend's first-hand account of these gatherings might have offered the prosecutors a better understanding of Matt's behavior and possible illegal conduct at these events. So in September of 2024, court documents were filed, and it stated that according to multiple eyewitnesses, Matt had attended a party in 2017 and alongside a 17-year-old girl at the home of lobbyist Chris Dorworth, where people engaged in sexual activities and did drugs including cocaine, ecstasy, and cannabis. So following the testimony that was provided by his ex-girlfriend, there was speculations that the Department of Justice might soon make a decision as to whether or not to formally charge Matt. However, months after she testified, no charges were filed against him, you guys. Essentially what happened is around September of 2022, a Washington Post article reported that prosecutors had recommended not to charge Matt in sex trafficking investigations, telling the Justice Department superiors that a conviction is unlikely in part because of the credibility questions about two central witnesses. And so the lack of charges after her testimony led some to suggest that the investigation might be losing momentum, possibly due to insufficient evidence or credibility issues with the key witnesses. So as reported in January of 2022, Joseph Ellicott confessed that on September 4th, 2017, he witnessed Greenberg telling Matt over the phone that the woman they both had sex with was underage. And so in February 2023, the Department of Justice communicated to the attorneys for Matt that they had concluded their investigation and that they would not be laying charges against Matt, which I find kind of strange. But like I said earlier, there was some credibility issues. I don't know what these text messages like or the communication or whatever potential evidence they had against him, but it seemed like they had enough for a conviction. But we don't know at this time what the text messages look like or what the communication was or what they had per se exactly. So Matt, of course, has been consistently denying all of the allegations, calling the investigation a politically motivated witch hunt. Matt claimed that he was being extorted by individuals seeking to exploit his public profile, and he denied all allegations of trafficking or illegal conduct. He has openly criticized the Department of Justice and has spoken about publicly what he calls false claims and smears against him. In a twist, Gaetz claimed that he was a target of extortion scheme involving a former Department of Justice official who allegedly offered to make the investigation go away in exchange for millions of dollars. Ooh, so juicy. So the extortion angle in Matt's case emerged when Matt publicly claimed his family was targeted in an alleged $25 million extortion attempt. The extortion angle in Matt's case emerged when Matt publicly claimed his family was targeted in an alleged $25 million extortion attempt. And according to Matt, individuals approached his father promising to secure a presidential pardon or halt the DOJ investigation into Matt if the family paid. So, Matt alleged that the former DOJ official, David McGee, was involved. Though McGee denied this claim, the DOJ briefly investigated Matt's extortion claims, but no charges were filed, like I said. And so the controversy added complexity and media attention into Matt's legal challenges. So Matt and his legal team have presented evidence to the FBI supporting this claim. They argue that the alleged extortion attempt is proof of the investigation's questionable origins. So at one point in early 2021, reports surfaced that Matt had privately requested a preemptive pardon from then President Donald Trump amid the Justice Department investigation into the alleged sex trafficking and other misconducts. Matt has denied this, claiming he has never directly asked Donald Trump for a pardon. However, insiders suggest he sought protection from possible legal repercussions if the investigation progressed. Donald Trump ultimately did not grant Matt a pardon, and so the next day Trump did publicly deny that Matt had asked him for this pardon. And so on April 7th, a journalist named Maggie Haberman revealed on a CNN interview that Trump had reportedly wanted to defend Matt, but he was told to stand down due to the seriousness of the allegations. This alleged pardon request added to public scrutiny as it suggested Matt anticipated political legal consequences. My thing is, if you haven't been convicted, why are you asking for a pardon so prematurely? But that's just what I'm thinking, okay? Never heard of it. It could be a thing. I don't know if it's a thing, but it could be. Greenberg apparently attempted to secure a pardon from the Trump administration as well via a confession letter that was first reported by the Daily Beast in April 2021, writing that he and Matt had sex with a 17-year-old girl that they believe was 19, which Greenberg learned on September 4, 2017, and that payments had been made on behalf of Matt to the 17-year-old and other women in exchange for sex. And so Greenberg attempted to bribe Roger Stones with $250,000 of Bitcoin payments to secure a presidential pardon, texting Stone, "They know Matt paid me to pay the girls and that he and I both had sex with the girl who was underage." Girl, this whole situation is a mess. Oh my God. So politics is very messy anyway. So in July 2023, it was reported that the House of Ethics Committee had reopened their investigation into the allegations against Matt's sexual misconduct, illicit drug use, and other misconducts they had initially started in 2021. But since then, Matt has resigned and so they no longer have jurisdiction, so the investigation ended. So another thing I need to mention is that the highly critical report that was throughout the investigation from the House of Ethics Committee, it was scheduled to be released, but it is not being released because Matt has since resigned and the report could not be released because they no longer have jurisdiction. But there are 2 senators that have called for the House of Ethics or House Ethics Committee to share with them its investigation into Matt. And so, girl, as of today, I don't know if there's going to be a report released. There are so many people wanting this report, and so I need to go look at a quick update because I read something right before I made this video just so I can make sure I was updated that the last time I checked, it said, let me go see, girl. Hold on. This political stuff is so messy. Hold on. Okay, girl. So the House Speaker of the House, whatever, Johnson, basically stated he does not want for the report to be released because it would open Pandora's box. And so he says specifically that he is afraid that it would open Pandora's box because the jurisdiction of ethics committee is limited to those who are serving in the institution. That is the very purpose. And so basically he thinks that it will be a breach of the protocol because it could lead to something very dangerous in the future going forward. Girl, I don't know, but apparently the 17-year-old girl testified that I think with the House Ethics Committee that she did engage in sexual activity with this guy, and baby, it's messy. That's why I personally did not want to start a career in politics because it's very messy. My career of choice is pretty messy in general itself, but politics is a very strange world. I don't know, guys. But if y'all stuck around for the end of this video, I have a little bit of tea to spill. I don't even know if it's tea, but I know somebody who essentially my pin curls are falling. So y'all are gonna get another video. I'm gonna be more consistent. Y'all are gonna get another video out of me. Y'all, the next time I should be cute in the next video. If my hair, because I got my hair done. So I just wanted to make a video for you guys because I know, I was like, girl, when I did my research on this guy, because I was like, who is this? Because even the Republicans did not approve of him, and I'm like, well, who is this guy? And as I got into his story, girl, one other thing I forgot to ask. So this is just really us chit-chatting for real. And if you want to click off this video, you can. But one thing I forgot to mention is that this guy apparently was when he was in Congress, was looking at inappropriate pictures and showing people. My guy. When I tell y'all, people who are supposed to be smart in these high positions of power, y'all, they ain't no different than me, you, whoever. Well, no, they are different because they ain't like us, because we ain't out here doing that type of stuff. But what I'm saying is you wouldn't expect a person in a certain position in life to behave that way. That is something that you do in your own privacy, not when you are, working, and in public. You don't do that. That's inappropriate. Very weird behavior. Very awkward. It's giving, I'm not going to say what it's giving, but you know what it's giving. If you know, put it in the comments below. Girl, this was entertaining. It's been a while. I had a lot going on in my life. Y'all don't want to update about that because y'all don't care about me. You just care about what's going on in the world of law and politics. And that's what's going on in the world of politics because girl, we got a new president coming. That's another video I will do at another time. But be looking out for the next video because, girl, we got Diddy'd out. I was so over P. Diddy and all the antics. But the next video, we're going to have to talk about, what's his name? Michael Jeffries, the Abercrombie and Fish scandal that's going on, and the lawsuit that they have going on, which I was supposed to make before the lawsuit because I smelt a lawsuit coming. That's going to be the next video. And so I'm going to talk to you guys later, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!